Howdy y'all, Bourbon86X here, and welcome back to the Exiled Lands. So in our previous episode, we completed the Dregs dungeon, and now I think with that, now that we have completed the Dregs dungeon and we are in the Steel Age, I think it is time, or close to time, to moving on from New River and finding a new place to live. So let's go ahead and bring the UI up and bring the map up. So here we are down on New River, and I think I'm gonna just go with old habits because old habits die hard with me. I'm a creature of habit, I guess, a creature of comfort, and we are going to build a new base over here at the city of the relic hunters, Sepamaru. The reason being is this is the one of, if not the best place to get thralls you can find. Name thralls, you can find tier 3 thralls, and it's just a great place to live. You got everything you need, you got plenty of resources, you got close access to not so much, we'll come to that though, but close access to the north, and it's just where I prefer to make my, once I move on from New River, that's where I prefer to live. Maybe one day on a future playthrough, I'll finally pick somewhere else to move to, but for now, for this playthrough, we're gonna go with Sepamaru. Okay, so, but before we move, we need something, because in Sepamaru, most of the NPCs, besides a few bandits that stick to certain spots in the city, are friendly. However, if you go in there to get a thrall and you just start wailing on them with a truncheon, everybody else in the city who's around, who's nearby, are gonna aggro, and they're gonna beat the ever living hell out of you. So it's not a good idea to just run into. You can just, you know, especially have a really good, like a legendary weapon that knocks out thralls. But what we are going to do is we are going today journey along New River, and we're gonna head into the jungle. And the reason being is, let's go to journey, and Thrall Taker is we want to get purple lotus orbs, which is a glass orb filled with a thick purple substance. Now, the reason we want that is when you throw those at a prospective friend, it will knock them out without aggroing them or anyone else. However, in order to make those, we are going to need a couple of things. Let's see, where's the map? We are going to need purple lotus flowers and black lotus flowers. So purple lotus flowers can be found in the jungle right around here. Black lotus orbs can only be found in the black garden, which is right around here. So let's do some housekeeping first. So one thing is we now have a high enough level to make a steel heater shield. So let's go ahead and craft that and upgrade our shield. Okay. Second, we are going to get a better sickle so that we get more yield when we're harvesting the plants. So where is our iron sickle? Okay, let's put that there, and let's just stick that there, chuck that away. Okay, so the next thing we are going to need, so the black lotus flower is, when you go into the garden, it's a deadly plant. If you're familiar with Conan lore at all, it's not a very good plant to be around. So we are going to need a special device to help us, and that is a quite expensive item, Sandstorm Breathing Mask. Now this also allows you to survive the sandstorm. So if you're out on Noob River and the sandstorm comes along, you can make one of these. Like padding and 45 steel bars, so pretty expensive for such a simple item, but we'll need that. Okay, so one other thing we need, we're gonna need a couple of of benches. And let's see, I don't know if I have them unlocked. So survival. One, we are going to need, I'm pretty sure, I think I have the alchemy bench, because I think you get that with the fireball column, the alchemist bench, yes. And actually, okay, the other one, the casting table. So those are the two things we need. So let's see if we have what we need to build those two things. F. And so iron bars we have, so we just need some wood and stone, which we should have as well. And then the casting table, we'll need some iron, a little bit more iron, and 100 wood. So I don't think, come to think of it, I don't think I had I think I took the rest of my wood to make shaped wood. Wrong one. Yeah, so let's just run out. We can get that no problem at all. I'm just gonna get a little extra just to be safe. Okay, I'm thinking I have enough iron. If not, there's a node like right over there. Surely we can get enough. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and just need 50 stone. Oops, don't want to do that. 50. Okay. And the alchemist bench. Stick this right here. Okay. And what else do we need for the casting table? So we got the wood, we just need some more iron. Should be plenty. Just go ahead and take the whole lot. And I'll just stick this right there. Sweet. Okay, so the reason we need the casting table is we need to do a we need to do a glass flask mold, which we'll need to make glass flask. Then we need those to put the potion into, to make our little bombs, to make our little sleepy time bombs. Alright, next thing I need to say is we'll need, I'm just going to go ahead and get this kind of prepared for when we come back. But we are going to need some glass, and in order to make glass, you put crystal into a furnace, and there you have it. Okay. Alright, so anything else? Let's see, let's just make sure. So as you can see, the purple lotus orb, we need water orb, which will come to black lotus flower and purple lotus flower. Okay, we can also now make some other stuff, some poisons. You can make a aloe extract, which is an improved aloe. Let's go ahead and make some of that. I have some aloe plants here. Let's just craft 5. And let's see, while that's crafting, I do need some more food. Ooh, am I really that low on food? give. See. I can give some of it to our friend out there, Thugra. And let's just stick these there. Okay. Alright, I think that is everything. Okay. Alright, so what I am going to do is you follow me. I am going to go and so as you can see, the jungle is quite a ways far away. So I'm going to wait and I'm going to come back, bring you back when I get about here. Alrighty. Well, I will see you when I get a bit closer. Alright, welcome back, y'all. So we have made it to the jungle, and right over there is the ruins, behind which are the purple lotus flowers. So let's head on over there. Got a jaguar. I'll just stay up on horse for now. Got a camp up there. Black hand. Right. So I think this is the, if I recall correctly, the Eastern Barracks. And the only thing here are these ugly little imps. And there is a crap ton of them. I almost said something else. I try to keep this stream PG-13. I mean, I don't know why, because it's an M-rated game, so it's not like little kids are going to be watching it, but eh. If you want to hear me curse like a sailor, watch my live streams. Okay, we can just kind of make our way back through here. As you can see, there's a lot of imps, and then there's an imp, a boss imp right there, Imp King, I think it is. And there's a lot of these little tropical birds. Again, no problem. More of a nuisance, but they do give nice XP for something so easy to kill. I mean, not great XP, but 4,000 for an animal, for an enemy that takes 2 hits. And here we are, the purple lotus flowers. So let's get our steel sickle. You get about 10 per plant. Exactly 10 per plant. And they're just kind of all around. Let's take a drink from this jungle water. I'm gonna take care of him. You can just run around here and get as many as you need. I've usually found that if I get like 100 or so, 120, I've yet to run out. Strange looking rhino creature. Not worry about him quite yet. Go take the birdie. Alright, that should be plenty. Okay. That. So now I need to head across the river here. Avoid this island like the plague. Come around here, and I need to get to this spot, which will lead us back into this area. Okay, so that's quite a nice shot. So I will see you guys soon, and I will bring you back if anything interesting happens. If nothing interesting happens, and I'll see you when I get there. Okay? Alright, y'all, welcome back. So, if I bring up the map, I am right here at a place called Zalthar's Crossing. And so what you'll want to do is head up this path right here, and it'll take you back into the Forgotten City. horse for a second. There is a tablet to read just up here.
Hold, Bonded One. For you, this path leads only to trouble. Your people dwell east of here in the swamps, but to cross the curse wall is death. Understand the wall was built to power the bracelets, to give sorcerers power when far from home. But your betrayal forced our hand. Now the wall is a barrier, and only those with permission may pass. Your kind do not have permission. You are trapped within these lands. It was our ultimate defense against the treachery of your kind. Do not go east.
Okay, quite foreboding. Alright, so let's head deeper into the jungle. So this area of the map is one of my favorites. And the reason being is, if you've read the Conan the Barbarian stories by Robert E. Howard, you know, they have some horror elements in them, and this kind of foreboding fascination with the jungle and the ruins that lie within. And I've always loved that, even before I even read the Conan stories. I've always been fascinated by, you know, lost cities in the jungle. It's just one of the, and this is exactly what this is, so I just love it. One of my favorite places to come. The Gate of the Moon. So we are going to encounter a new enemy up ahead, and I was really worried, let me bring up my inventory, that I did not bring a steel skinning knife with me. I was actually worried I hadn't even made one because I still have my iron skinning knife, but I can't remember if I picked that up somewhere or if I did make one, but either way, glad I have it, because just ahead a bit further on than I thought. Anyway, we're going to encounter some gorillas up here. And gorillas have thick hide, which we are going to need to make heavy armor for Thugra and possibly myself. But we have some birds up. There's a gorilla. They do not like these birds. Don't like my horse either, apparently. Okay. Alright. It should be Avenue of the Sun. They're not a problem at all. Really, they're not really a problem when you have iron weapons, but they're not a problem at all, especially once you have steel. And they give quite a bit of XP as well.
Your heart will be eaten.
Blocking my way. Go ahead and put what we have on the horse. I do have some other stuff on here. Don't need that. I guess I could have kept that. Well, I may need the extra space for more thick hide, depending on how much we get. Don't need the fur. Okay. All right, let's continue on. They're pretty easy, of course. They telegraph their moves pretty well. As you can see, each one gets 6,000 XP. And then we also have this variant, which is the Gray Gorillas, which, if you've read the Conan the Barbarian stories, you'll remember the time he encountered Gray Gorillas. And these give 9,000 XP. Let's go ahead and put that in authority. As I said, no problem at all. Let's take a bite to eat. Okay. Okay, so just up these stairs you could see the black garden along with the poisonous black gas from the black lotus flowers. So let's go ahead and put on our sand. Ooh, I need to definitely need to repair my armor. Okay, and there are some gorillas down in here. And we also have a black lotus flower. Skin the gorilla first. Let's put this stuff on the horse. Okay. And bring out our sickle. Tucker handle him. Okay. How many do I have? 83. Do want to get a few more? At least 100. Gorilla somewhere. Alright, that should be enough. And gained another level, which will get us to choosing a perk for authority. So the one is healthy diet. Your active follower gain passive. Your active followers gain passive health regeneration when not engaged in combat. But I always go with commanding presence, which your active followers are inspired by your battle prowess and have their health restored when you deal damage in combat. Okay, so let's bring out the iron skinning knife and get some thick hide. That's a pleasant sight. And let's get out of here. Yeah. Might as well take it since I ran right by it. Okay, and then once you're out, go ahead and put on your armor. Alright folks, so that's all we need to make the purple lotus orbs. So I am gonna head back to base and I will see you when I get there. Alright, y'all, welcome back. So, we are now back at base and ready to make some purple lotus orbs. So, let's go deposit the flowers here. And the next thing we'll need to do is get some glass. Let me throw these steaks on the grill really quick. Okay. Glass, and then we can make, let's go ahead and craft 12. Okay. So the next thing you do, you'll need water-filled glass. All you have to do is put these on your hotbar, go down to a water source, and you can fill them up, and they'll become these water orbs. But since we have 2 here, instead of me running all the way down to the river, let's just go ahead and deposit this there, and we can make 2 purple lotus orbs. Okay. Woo! Alright. These any episode that involves the jungle, just because of where my bases are always located, they just take so long to make. Not because there's a lot of actual content that you guys are seeing. I mean, they tend to be a little longer maybe, but it's just because there's a lot of writing, a lot of stuff that ends up on the cutting room floor. So, I think that's going to do it for this episode. The next episode, we will, in between this episode and the next episode, I will move to our new base. I've actually already started working on it. I thought about showing it off on this episode, but we'll keep it a surprise when we get over there. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm not the best base builder. Certainly don't follow my content if you're looking for that. But please follow my content, but if you're looking specifically for base builds and like really cool looking bases, I'm not the guy. But I'm pretty proud of this one. I'm pretty happy. It turned out almost exactly like I wanted it, bar a few issues I had that maybe I can fix someday. But either way, it's a pretty cool base to me. So I'll get everything moved over there, start getting us set up there, and we will continue on then. So if you are enjoying this content, please make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Beyond that, y'all, I will see you guys back in the Exiled Lands very soon. Take care. Peace out, y'all.